Hi, I'm Dale Husingfeld, Breezy Point Farm, Preston, Minnesota. And today we're going to talk about runaway erosion. We're going to head down to the field and take a closer look at these problem areas to make some video documentation. And this has been going on for bad erosion for 3 or 4 years. When you've got a drop off, that water is speeding up and then it scoops away from underneath, kind of like a waterfall when you get these big rain events. It'll be helpful if we go down to the 3 properties coming together and shoot straight east down there. This is Dale again. We are at the tee. Over here 20 feet is my neighbor to the southwest. Here to the south and the southeast is my neighbor to the southeast. You can see the dilapidated state of the fence here. There's one wire, there's a wire missing, and they're down in there. I said to my neighbor I would like to take this out so that I can mow it and I'm not tangled in barbed wire. And you can see it's out to 10 feet out there because it's not safe to go in with the ruts and stuff. So just get a shot down the east row and it kind of shows that some of the fence posts are there, some are gone. I think there's a tree stump down in there. Burning nettle is 4 feet high. It's like, you're losing half an acre by the time you get to the corner because you cannot farm it. So to grade this would greatly improve it and do away with the soil erosion. I have been documenting this since I come out here in the spring of 2017, and erosion does not stop. It's like the pulling of a thread on the carpet or a piece of clothing. It just keeps unraveling. So we get these 5-inch rains instead of 2-inch rains. If there's a 7-inch rain, there's like a 10-acre bowl that drops down, highly erodible, and it's the focus point, and it's a problem, and I'd like to do something about it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right there. 10. And then 2 more. I'm down here by the cornfield. It's 2 or 3 feet lower, and I'm gonna walk where the ruts are under my feet, and each year it grows a little more. Put the bike down in here last week for dramatic effect. So I'm about 8-10 feet, and now it's like 15-18 feet from top. So this is wasteland. I have not had time to put another safety post there, a safety post there, and then it turns and comes up here. But it underroads, it waterfalls. This thing is huge. You could park the front half of a pickup down in here. Want to go no farther? There's 4-foot burning nettles. I have marked it with safety marker posts. Don't fall. That's it. Here I am on the southeast corner. According to the original survey, it would have been about here, which I can kind of remember as like a 4-year-old in 1959-60, and the post snapped off, and so it got moved back to there. It's been moldboard plowed. There's been cow pasture down here. As you moldboard plow, you're throwing more soil building up, and if the neighbor's plowing away, then it goes down. Catching on to what a problem it was eroding down the hill. There was one post kind of half buried in the mud from mud washing, and it had a white 5-gallon plastic pail on top of it. So I put this here just to show where the corner is, and there is a survey stake there. It is the corner. Started being a farm in 1856, so this is where we end up today. You'd never farm this close to a corner, but there's 2 bad washouts there. This is like a 3rd washout. It's not quite as bad because it's on a corner. And then there's 2 more to the west. Here at the corner, it's of such an extremity that no, you would not take the grader here for probably 30 feet or more, just because it's too sharp by the corner to really get in there and grade. I'll put a leg up here for perspective. Kind of shows it. This is a map of the farm. Here's County Road 20. Here's north, the former Brethren Church. So here's the farm site where we're shooting. And we've been to the southeast corner. These are the oak trees still existing. There's a bowl here that a lot of highly erodible land here. There's a gully here, here, small one there and there. Page 2, this is looking south. You're up by County 20. The original survey was actually 4.5 feet over from where the fence is now. My dad made an agreement in '96 with my neighbor. I admit that agreement. And then the fence runs south. This is the last post. This was the original 1856 survey, and you can see it drops down all of 4 feet, so you cannot really grade to that point. You'd be grading the whole hillside, but if you got out 50 feet, you could start evening it. This is where the three properties come together. My neighbor to the southwest, my neighbor to the southeast, and my hayfield. And my neighbor says, no, you can't take this fence out. Agreement says I should maintain the fence, and there's like loose barbed wire in there, and a wintertime shot shows it better, and the snow building up where it drops. Here we're farther east in the winter. Put in the fence marker, the second survey. That was bent the first year. Got a roll of barbed wire there, absolute state of dilapidation. Why wouldn't a person take that out and grade it? Back to April 8th of 2017. This is the southeast corner. I set my hat down in there. The neighbor's like plowing right up to the boundary. It drops down like straight a foot there, so as long as he does that, it's not going to get any better. Looking west from the south boundary, I've got stakes marking the gully, and now 3-4 years later it's twice as big. See the video where the entire bicycle goes down into the gully? Here's the corner again. You're looking east and the sharp drop off. Page 8, you're looking up from the corner. You're looking north, and my neighbor is like swung over 2 feet onto my property, and the soil's gone down. There's a fence there now. It took 3 years to get there. This was the original 1856 survey, and so you can see better in the spring when it's not so growed up. So there's my Jeep, kind of facing southeast, the southwest, the southeast corner, and it drops all of 3 feet. If you ever got your Jeep started down here, there'd be no getting back, even with 4-wheel drive. Here you're looking from the north, you're looking south. This is like a safety marker post, because you don't want to get the lawnmower off the wheel and then down over you roll. A little bit larger of the same thing. The spring, May 2nd, 2017, I started documenting this. It's May 2nd, 2017. And my neighbor has come the original survey mark has come over all the way at 10 feet. He said, oh, I can tell where it is from looking across the valley from down the field. Well, it's been surveyed, it's been fenced now. I just took these for documentary purposes. Thank you. one of our natives. It's called obedient plant. It's got the purple flowers. It's still growing, but it's been really dry the end of August here. So I'll bend it to the side, and then it kind of stays to the side. 5 minutes later, it'll come back to where it was. Now I'll bend these three. I'll bend these, and then they stay. 5 minutes later, they go back where they were. The obedient plant, quite a unique native. Erosion is beside the point. Because of the prairie, there is no erosion. The roots are there, they stay there, and they keep growing. So you just burn it off once a year, and like in the spring, I like to burn it off. I'm gonna end up the video, and thanks Dan for making it. I also want to thank the prairie enthusiasts of Viroqua, Wisconsin, a great organization, and also the Prairie Moon Nursery, Scovey Valley down by Winona. Shooting Star Seeds in Spring Grove is another one. I want to shout out a hello to my friend Scott Letty in Rushford. Have learned so much about insects and plants from him, and also history of southeastern Minnesota. Here's sage that I have planted. Here's a stiff goldenrod, purple coneflower. Over there is asparagus, which Scott says shows up in every native prairie, and many other beautiful things. Prairie iris, Culver's root, on and